Hey guys! For the past couple months I've been working kind of secretly on the new game project. In fact, I just wanted to make sure it's the good idea that I will stick with, and also wanted the game to look somehow good before showing it. In short, I combined a dungeon crawling turn-based roguelike with a curling? Wait, what? Does anyone even know what's that? Well, let me start from the beginning. It started a couple months ago when I decided I should make a turn-based roguelike. Why? Because roguelikes are cool and I like turn-based strategies. Games like XCOM, Into the Breach or Backpack Hero are great examples of such games. And the Backpack Hero was actually one of my biggest inspirations, along with the Peglin. And I will tell you why. I think I always tend to look for some out-of-the-box mechanic and build a whole game on top of it. With the MINILAND, I started with the crazy idea of building your own world around you by yourself. With this project, however, I started with curling used in the battles. How did I get the idea? I don't really know. So, let me show you the journey of the current progress of the game. I first started with the designs on paper, which recently I really like to do. I constantly sketch more ideas and have now a lot of pages. But we of course can't play on paper, so I needed to start porting the game to PC. So that obviously took quite a lot of time, like couple months. And I'm still nowhere near done, obviously. So if it's a roguelike, how the gameplay actually works. As in typical roguelikes, we start the new run and play until we win, or more likely die, which I can't show you because you can't die or win yet. But right now I can show you the first location we have, the Goblin's Village. The maps are procedurally generated, so every time we get a different one. At the moment we have two working types of rooms we can encounter, the combat room and the treasure room. Each of the locations, of course, will have different enemies in it and will be more difficult. I will start with the treasure room, because it's much simpler to explain. You can enter the room and open the mysterious chest that presents you with a choice to choose one of the items. The items have different rarities, and further we go, the better gear we can find. There are already around 20 items in the game, from a knife, bow and shield, up to a dose of adrenaline, out-of-tune violin and a skewer, so anyone will be able to find something valuable. You can then go to the campfire and equip the ones you want to use in the battles. And now, about the battles. Like in Peglin, the result of your attacks is a result of bouncy balls. In curling with the Goblin King, the attacks are results of the stones on the board. Let me explain better. We first select the item we want to use, and these are divided into the ones we can attack with, or the ones we can defend, heal or buff ourselves. We obviously also need to select who we want to attack, but that's not everything. We need to shoot our item on the board in form of the stone, and depending where the stone will end up, we will multiply the item's properties. The yellow zone, for example, gives us 1.2 multiplier, the orange 2 and the red 2.5. But it would be too simple if we could attack immediately, so we simply can't. At the top of the screen we have shown how the whole round plays in order. And only at the end of the round, all of the actions are played in the order. We have much room for the strategy here during the combats. The enemies show what actions they want to execute. For example, if one of the enemies has low health and he wants to defend himself with a shield, then we could simply try to kill him before that happens. But the real game happens on the board. There is a big difference between having a 2.5 multiplier and not having it at all. So it does matter a lot how we position the items. And during the round we can push or even kick off the enemy items from the zones. Or maybe move our own items to the better place. If you wonder how the enemy AIs work, I have a simple answer for you. They just predict a couple hundred of futures before choosing the right move. Yeah, it took some time to work, but the final outcome is so satisfying to see. Especially if we give them the opportunity to choose the best possible future. And that's the whole game so far. There is still much to do, like the yet not existing NPCs, more locations, and of course a lot more items and enemies. But the basic core of the game is almost done. In the nearest time I need to create a proper menu with options, add sounds and music, some juicy polish to the game and the tutorial. In the meantime, I also want to set up a Steam page and maybe give some focus to this channel. Thanks guys for watching my new baby being created, and if you'd like to see more, don't forget to subscribe, and we will see again in the next video.